Well, it's long enough out the way, isn't it? That I suggest we just do our own thing out of the pen.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to chase any wheels. Put the peloton out the gate. We've just got our pace. Just group up straight away. And I don't think there's that many ATP from what Samuel said. So we don't really worry about them. They may try and latch on, I don't know. But I don't worry too much about them. This might come down to, who's got the bigger lead-out train.
Do we have enough?
Say again?
Do we have enough?
For?
Lead out?
So who's doing what, Jake?
Compared to them, yeah. We're just working for Jess and Josh. That's the only things that matter today. Nothing else can be changed, can it? So
everybody's like going
you're either
out.
Yeah, you're either working.
Yeah,
you're either working for Jess or you're working for Josh, really. So I guess the thing is to try and understand what Jess and Josh want to do, and then if it's the same thing, we do it obviously together. If it's different things, then we'll allocate some people to Jess and some people to Josh. But yeah, I think that's what we've got to do today.
Are we stopping before the first sprint?
No, I don't think so. No.
No need to.
Well, if I'm by myself, if you're dropping me before the sprint, then I should be with
And
you.
shout.
Why would
Okay.
we're not going to drop you. We're working for you. Everything. You need to talk to us today, Jess. You need to be shouting out what's going on. So if you're like, you need to immediately say,
So for my lead out, my sprints are at 7 watts a kilogram. So if you go faster than that, you will drop me.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to have a couple of people sat at 7 watts per kilo who go when you say go? Is that what the best thing, or
Yeah.
Okay, so
We can chase them maybe. And it's an uphill sprint a bit, right?
yeah,
Yes.
roll out, people, roll out.
And when you say
yeah.
7 watts per kilo, what's the absolute wattage on that? What's your kilos, Jess? How heavy are you?
That's my max, 7 watts per kilogram.
Yeah, but
As in how
Yeah.
much do you weigh?
Yeah, how much do you weigh?
61.
Right, so
Same-
7 watts
same.
per kilo is 420 watts.
Yeah.
So it's 420 watts. Because my 7 watts per kilo is 700 watts, so I'll lose you on the flat. Or even on that, I'll pull away from you at 7 watts a kilo. So it's normal. We need to be ramping it to sort of 350, 400 for you to come off on a train. And likewise for Josh.
How early do you want to go, Jess? Because I know that you'd like to go a bit later as well, don't you? The ladies generally prefer to go a bit later than the guys. So where do you want to ramp it from?
The ramp needs to start a lot earlier than that blue awning. Because that's where the sprint starts from yesterday.
Not for Jess. Not for Jess, it doesn't know.
Or just have
Even
to
the
be
ramp.
full line, full set up that green line around people.
Yeah, there's a big difference between the way the ladies are sprinting and the way the guys are sprinting.
She has to be at full speed when she hits those people.
Okay. And yeah, so your Joshes of this world need to be out starting your sprint at the blue awning. We know this. We've done this before plenty of times. You all know where to go from. But I'm thinking for Jess specifically, if we're just going to give her a couple of lead outs, and Josh, we're going to give Josh the usual treatment. So for Jess, we'll give you. Why don't you take? Kat, Tina, and Kerry. Should we do? Is this going to be the best thing to do? To split guys and girls, so that the girls can ramp up at the pace that they know Jess is comfortable with, and the guys can do their usual thing with Josh. Because usually we have the girls at the front and the guys behind, and then we meet in the middle, don't we? Is it just going to be easier to have those two things separate and to try and keep the train together?
We just have to be in the front of the incline because otherwise we don't have enough front for that. Either way, so she has to be in the front.
So the girls need to be ahead of the guys on the ramp.
Yeah, and then you go, and then
Okay, well we're going to
You need
go.
somewhere to drop.
the guys are going to be launching it at that blue awning no matter what. So I know Jess likes to go a little bit later than that.
So
So
what do you do? Like maybe like 4 seconds ahead of you, and then when you launch, you can use a little bit of your drop.
okay,
Yeah.
And if it doesn't pan out, so if we don't get the timing right on the two groups, that just is what it is, guys. Yeah, we'll just have to kind of live with that. It'll be that's a desired rather than an essential. The essential is going to be working with your rider, so the ladies will be working exclusively for Jess to lead Jess out.
Guys,
And the guys,
I just need 108 points. That's all I need. I mean,
exactly.
that should be doable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So we'll throw everything into it and just take care of it straight away.
Yeah.
And then it's nothing to worry about, is it?
And so for me, probably just go a little bit ahead, Jess. So you
Yeah,
stay
so,
back the beginning.
Yes. So guys, can you group up with me, please, on 46, 45 position at the minute. 1.6, I'm just going under the underpass. And the guys are going to do the usual thing, and Josh is just going to be sat at the back, and your only aim here is to protect Josh, is to, launch Josh as fast as we can at that blue awning.
Jess, get on my wheel, Jess, so you're not burning candles before you need to. And just so we catch these guys up.
Where are you? What number are you?
Yeah, but
I'm assuming you're Jess Snow, in which case I'm right in front of you. And the person wearing green
I'm
is
at
right in front of you.
56.
Yeah, I know, I'm 53.
We're at
This guy?
49.
Okay,
This
so
guy,
if
M.
you,
Davidson, he's at second position, so you don't want to have him in our draft.
okay, well,
Because he's a single rider.
let's just ease up to Jess then. So if you're ahead of Jess, if you're ahead of me, we're easing up to where Jess is. So I'm just going to ease up now. We're in position 50, 2.0, and I'm just going to ease up here. Joy Connolly is here, which means she's
I
afraid.
saw it.
Do we know what her lowest score is? Does anyone know? Because she needs to make 150 or 170 points or something like that on Tina, doesn't she?
You could only make like 108, I think.
So we don't think it's. I don't think it's doable.
I don't think it's doable.
I think Tina still needs to sprint though, even if she's leading Jess out.
Just to
So
put,
you
but
have to
if
just
it's
first sprint.
yeah. Although I think we need to understand if it's mathematically possible or not first, so if we care about it. But anyway, I want Neil, Kat, Kerry, Josh, squeeze up and drop back to me, please.
McGinnis is one of my competitors on seed, but he can't do anything other than just beat me on the race for 5.
Dan, if you've got it to hand, can you just quickly check Joy's 10 scores and see what her minimum?
I don't have it on hand.
Okay.
I'm useless today. But I am streaming live.
Jake,
Yes.
Jake, for Josh, for entry speed, do you not think the blue awning's too late? He needs to start sprinting from there.
Yes.
From a lead-out perspective. Yeah, but from a lead-out perspective, shouldn't be starting to be building up for him as a blob from where the roundabout is. And so he's only at sort of 20, 25 kilometres an hour. Because we were at 17 yesterday, just pooping along. I would have thought we'd need to build him up to something like 25, 30 kilometres an hour at entry at that blue awning for him then to hit it.
I mean, I don't know.
Otherwise, he's going to put a massive amount of energy in just to get up to a cruising speed.
Let me just finish checking Joy's scores. But on the face of it, I don't think yesterday was bad. Patrick did a 9.8. So we launched it at a pretty decent time for him to set that sort of speed. He's not as powerful as Josh. So I think it's definitely not a bad place to go, but we can ramp it up a little bit earlier. The thing is, you don't want to waste Josh's energy and get him dropped off the back and have gaps open, which is what we have a propensity to do on this one because it's an uphill drag. The gaps open up really easy. So we've done this one plenty of times, and the problem is the gaps open up. So you just got to be really careful of that. Is the main thing. And I'd almost rather go a little bit later, and we know the blue warning's okay to go from there. And make sure that everybody's in, but we can try and go a little bit earlier. To be honest, it's totally up to Josh. Whatever Josh wants to do, we'll do.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about sprinting and hitting it hard. I was talking about a slow, 250, 300 watts, as opposed to what we were doing yesterday, which was 150, 130, and doing 17 kilometres an hour, and then hitting the speed and have to go through all that acceleration.
Well, yeah, but that was because we were on a social ride of 1.5 to 2.0, so we had.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about to hit this, but I need to check the scores.
There's a shed load of ATP there. That was useful to Pedal
Is
through.
it, we're all split out, guys. And are the ladies just a little bit further ahead? Yeah, do you need to be any further ahead? 4 seconds, is that enough?
Yeah, I think 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. But
Okay.
yes, you have to be at full speed when you hit those people to the right.
Good evening, guys.
Evening, hello.
Me, Neil.
Hey,
If you
Neil.
want to use me tonight, you're more than welcome. I'm doing nothing at all, so if you want to use me on the front, you can use and abuse me for all that. I'm doing nothing.
Neil, you're 3 seconds back, so catch up with the Gen Z shirts. For the first sprint.
Where's my lead on that, guys?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Josh, I'm just passing you now. I'm there.
Why is nobody
Yeah,
You're
that's
in front of me.
Guys, you know the rule,
Okay,
within 5 meters of me, fellas.
Richard, I don't know if anyone wants to use me.
Just
Yes,
stop
Neil, I
it.
just told you. Catch up with the Gen Z shirts. That are from the
Guys,
second.
guys, concentrate. Get together now. We can talk afterwards. Please group up. This is way too strung out. You've got to be within 5 meters of me. We're about to hit the sprint. Let's talk afterwards. ATP aren't going to mess around. They've stopped. They're organised.
We thought the girls up. We thought they were meant to stay out 5 seconds.
Yeah, they have, and we're trying to group up. So can we just all focus and just group up on me, please?
That's right, your angriness.
Like we said, if the ladies go ahead of us or we go ahead of them, it doesn't matter. That's a desirable. Focus on Josh.
That's way too slow.
Yeah, we gotta ramp it up a little bit. Don't worry about the ladies. We're gonna go past them.
Yeah. Yes, pick up speed.
Okay.
Maybe slow down a bit. You're losing me.
Okay, just easing up a little.
Right, we're gonna have to start ramping up very,
Yes,
very
yes.
shortly.
Maybe slow down a
Come on,
bit.
Josh! Come on, Josh!
Just ramp up.
Come on, Josh!
Slow down a bit, maybe.
Come on, you got this! Come on!
Now you go.
Come on! Seriously, this is for the win! Come on!
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, you nailed it. Beautiful.
Great job, Richard. Yes, you got it. Come on, Jess. Stick with it.
You got it, Jess.
Oh, slow.
Yeah, we can't be talking in the final K before it. Spread out. It ain't gonna work.
Thanks, Richard. Great job.
Okay, Jess, how was that?
Do people want to stop? Do you want a breather?
It's up to Josh.
I think we can keep rolling.
Jess,
Sorry?
how you feeling? Do you want to rest? Are you okay? Keep going.
Yeah, just slowly go for it.
Okay. What do you want to take this one, Jess? I think the lady should be a little bit in front. 3 years or something, girl, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't worry about trying to join it up because it's the speeds are going to
Yeah.
be way too different.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do, what if like the ladies do 10 seconds ahead? Because you will catch us anyway.
I mean, we can, but we caught you then well in advance of even launching the sprint, and we were still way too slow. Like the guys are gonna have to be going up that hill above 3.
Oh, okay.
Do you want us to go to ATP?
So it might even be worth you going, 20 seconds ahead.
Okay.
Do you want to try and play it that way? Yeah.
Because I think Jess's better shot is to have some of the draft anyway.
How do we? And to be fair, if we only need to get 108 points for Jess, it's not the end of the world. We want to score 400. We don't need top marks in every sprint. We just need to do okay. Josh, on the other hand, has got to score as many points as possible here for the win.
Yeah.
So that's the main goal. So we'll be, if we can link them up, great. But it's not, like I say, it's not required.
Should we wait for all the ATP people to Jess? There was loads of them. Then we'd have a massive group. Yeah.
If you want to try that, totally valid. We can try and sit on them as well if that's what Josh wants. Whatever we prefer. Did we even see? Has anyone seen if Stone Cold Steve D'Alessandro's here?
I didn't see he's here.
He is here.
I didn't see that he was here.
Because that changes everything. I don't see him on the list, but I never do, and he's always here. So he always signs at the last minute, but I haven't seen him at all yet. But that changes drastically. So basically, the maths is, if he's here, Josh can't win. Basically, if Josh,
he's not on the live list.
If he's not, that problem is he's not here. If he's not here, as long as Nurse Daniel doesn't beat Josh by more than 68 points.
Yeah.
And Josh still scores at 100 or gets fourth on everything, then we're okay. So really, Josh just needs to get consistently decent times here. I'm not sure in B. It looks like ATP are going. Who from ATP is going to likely outscore that? And usually we don't focus on ATP, but we'll keep an eye on the times today.
Yeah, so Josh got 10.2. So we'll see.
Josh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Josh.
Yeah.
If you give me a bit more warning next time, I'll jump in front if you want, but there's no point in even bothering there, to be fair.
No, so the place where we need to be launching it is this blue awning on the right hand side of the shops towards the corner. We need to be going, like Chris probably says, we need to be ramping it up from before that. Probably let's go for where Chris said from the roundabout and see what that does this time.
Don't kill me.
Yeah, we just have to be really careful to not stop Josh.
So Josh, I'm going at the blue awning. That's where I'll go all in.
You going all in the blue awning, Rich?
That's where I launched to, Richard.
It's difficult because if we launch too early, we drop Josh, and if we launch too late, he's got no draft for the sprint. It really is a tricky balance in that.
Yeah, the uphill and the cobbles kind of punish you if you run out of steam before the line.
Yeah. Right, so I'm watching ATP now, they're ramping it up.
I've been dropped.
Are you, Chris?
Yeah, Neil, how are you doing, bud? You alright?
How we doing, mate?
Well, I did the training last night and my legs are paggered today.
Right.
So, and there's no point in racing, so I'm not racing anyone for anything.
No.
I would just be doing it
Well,
for...
I just thought just pop on tonight just to get a bit of an idea what the guys are doing and whatnot. Because I'm normally racing with these lot blind, aren't I?
Yeah.
I normally either sit between snow or ATP.
Oh, good news. Good news. Good news. Do you want to hear it, Josh?
Yeah.
Nurse Daniel did a 10.23.
Yeah.
0.01 seconds behind. You did get beaten by somebody from Zedson, but frankly, I don't give a fuck.
Actually, that's helpful.
That's even better. So we'll take that.
Are we stopping this lap?
No.
It's what do you guys want to do? Totally up to you.
If you stop and do it around now,
Yeah.
so while you're together.
I'm good to keep rolling if we're together, but I don't want to be as strung out as we were on the last one. That was rough.
Yeah, it was difficult.
If the girls want to be ahead, the guys are going to have to stop because the girls are 11 10 or 20 seconds off us between now and the sprint.
Yeah, so we'll let the ladies go ahead now. Guys, just these are for
Yeah.
me. Has anybody had the answer to the bug fix? So I was viewing Nurse Daniel. I'm now viewing myself again. But on the right-hand side, it's still showing Nurse Daniel's name, and I can't see our names or times or anything. Does anyone know answers to that?
No.
I'll try and reviewing him and then...
Alright, is that not slowing down?
Yeah, we're just soft pedaling here.
Let the ladies get a big gap with the hill.
Yeah. It's really weird. Okay, well, annoyingly then I haven't got view of the names, so I'll have to be paying even more attention to who's near me. Let that gap open up a bit, guys.
All out. Girls are even 7. Girls are 20 out from Josh and Jake now.
20 seconds is that? So,
From Josh and Jake now.
okay, cool. So can you guys drop to me and Josh then?
Yes, is this good pace?
So I think for next sprint, maybe it's best that when the sprint starts, there's one in front of me and 2 of you behind me. Because I had a little bit of gap. Because you guys are, it's hard to estimate how fast I go. I really get that. But if you come from behind me, I think I get a little bit of gap and you know exactly where I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so we'll keep it who's in front then?
I carry.
Yeah, just carries up the road, so take care of them.
I'll go behind and say like you can't have this cripple.
I'm here, I'll go behind. I got a truck this time, so that's good. I didn't
So,
have any.
I'm in front of Jess then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Richard, are you better on Josh's back wheel? If you do overtake him, you carry him with you rather than pulling away from you off the front.
I don't know, did I pull away last lap?
Well, you beat him on the sprint, so you must have.
It took me all the way to the line, it was perfect. Good start on your back wheel because my initial jump's quite good. I hope.
Okay, then
I'll tell you what, Josh, I'll shout when I'm going, and if you go at the same time, the slight lag should mean I'm just going ahead of you.
you probably want to let Josh go when he wants to go, really,
Yeah, you should just watch him
Yeah.
and then go over the top of him. If you
rather
can.
than him tailoring to you. It's not really the way it works.
Fine, that's fine.
If you both go him at the beginning, you just need to both go at the same time, within a fraction of a second. So you see the roundabout that's kind of like in the pattern on the road. It's just at the map at the minute. That's where we'll start ramping it up from. We'll take it up to like 2.5, 3 watts per 300 watts. Up until we get somewhere near the blue banner, but that'll get us back up to 30 kilometres an hour. Rather than just starting from like 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
But we'll be at like.
Sorry, go on.
No, so go on, Jake. I'm sorry, I'm speaking over you.
I was just going to say, we only need top 3 here, Josh. So just like, don't worry too much about if you're not hitting the top speeds and stuff. Just get your head down, do what you can.
So 200 watts now, guys.
Well, you take the lead on this one. You shout out when to ramp it up then, Chris.
So come out the circles, nudge it to 250, and what we'll end up doing is maintaining the kilometres per hour up this incline.
Are you going for it now?
No.
We're 250 watts now. It levels out again. Are you alright, Josh? Alright, we'll nudge it to 300 watts. 300 watts, and we're looking for the blue warning now. 100 metres out. If you're alright, Josh, we're taking it 350.
Okay, it's coming up, Jeff.
Yes, start ramping up.
Right, there's the blue warning on the corner. Get ready.
Ramping.
Hey,
Go,
Jess.
go. Come on, Jess.
Go, Jess. Go.
Come on, Josh.
Go, Josh!
Win.
Come on, Jess. You got it. Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jess.
Go on!
Almost there. Come on, Jess.
Got it, you got it, you got it.
Nice, Jess.
Good.
I didn't improve.
Nice.
That's too hard, too early.
That's too hard or too early. Okay, let's too hard. Take a breather then. What was the time?
10:28.
That'll still be okay. That'll still be okay. Everyone take a breather now. We've done 2. It's hot. Needs to get the legs. We'll just take a couple of minutes. So stop where you are. I'm at 11.4. Don't go too far ahead of that.
Good. Did those ones feel it too early?
Yes, I can't run that hard. I think we just, to be fair, what we did on the first one was all right for what we're trying to do. It's just it's probably saves Josh enough energy for the third and fourth one to go a little bit later. Although to be fair, in a group environment with a bigger group, ramping up from there probably is the right move.
Yeah,
The smaller group and trying to save Josh's legs for the end of the sprint. We'll go a bit later. But good effort everyone.
What power up you got now, Josh?
What?
What power up you got?
I don't even know.
Oh.
Better.
I keep fucking using them too early. I don't have nothing. Oh, that was a minute at 7.5 watts per kilo. That leader. Great job, Jake and Richard.
Yeah, far too hard. I was 300 watts, 7.5 watts a kilo.
I only did 485 watts, so.
That's like 500 watts, Jake. No wonder you pull it up the front.
434. 434 for a minute. Oh.
That was a bit unnecessary. Awesome effort.
We couldn't slow at that point.
Yeah,
No, absolutely not.
Josh only had me and Richard there to draft in the final bit, so we just had to keep pushing as long as we could.
Yeah. Awesome result.
Yeah, because
That was average.
when everybody went, I was done. So
I thought about easing up a little. I thought about easing up a little bit at the end, and then I thought, well, maybe not, because if we can still, if Nurse Daniel had a bad score there somehow, we might take a few.
Put it into context. We were doing 40 kilometres an hour at the blue warning.
Yeah, that's not bad.
but I was still slower.
Yeah, so we got the timing wrong. We built up too early. Because I used the roundabout and it was, maybe we should have waited 5-10 seconds after the roundabout to start.
I think to start the lead out, once the blue awning is visible, maybe start the ramp up, and then we'll launch from the awning.
because it's quite big, isn't it? And you do see it from a little distance. So if you start if you ramp up quickly, as soon as the person on the front shouts, "I can see it," by the time you get to it, if you're roughly at full speed, it should be okay, I think. Oh, we'll find out, won't we? I guess. I'm not viewing this, Daniel, because I've just managed to get my screen to come back so I can see where everyone is. But if anyone else views, tell me what to do. I think he's going to struggle to beat that time, but you never know. He's quite fast. No Stone Cold Steve D'Alessandro is the news of the day, though. That's huge.
That is huge. Well, Nurse Daniel will have to go faster. Oh no, he's not 2.2328. Yeah. Yeah. 5. Yeah. He hasn't got a lot to play with versus what he got the first time round.
Adjust. Tina. What, Tina?
What are you thinking about the next one?
How does that work for the ladies? Was that okay for Jess? Because I know we did actually come past you, didn't we, on the sprint?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was actually the best timing yet, really, in that sense.
I think for now, I think I'll be getting 4 times the third place because the first one is taken from the one that's in second place in the league. He does a 13 something, so he's way faster. And the other one, I usually beat him, but I think he's racing with ATP now because he's so much faster this time. He's like 2 seconds faster, so that's a lot.
To be fair, if that Maxime guy turned up today, I think even if he scored 150 points, you can't win. So, like, it's kind of like we have to just look at third place now anyway. And if you think you've definitely got 108 points on the first 2 sprints, that's mission accomplished. So we've done what we can.
Yeah, I'm not beating him. He didn't. Yeah. If he didn't show up, I could have, but not if he's here. So it's less. It's a technical or dropout or something, which exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. So you got to keep trying just in case he quits before the blue line, like some people do. Make sure, guys, for the love of God, make sure you go to the blue line today. Go when the event finish banner is a blue line, and it says the distance at the top. At the minute, mine says 18.5k. If you don't go to where that says 0, go through the blue line, and you quit at the lap banner, you don't get any points, and it don't count. You'd be surprised how many times people have done it. So please.
It's so obvious. People are stupid.
Yeah, they are stupid, aren't they, Jess? I know that people are stupid, but they are people.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Yeah, everybody does it. We've all done it. I think pretty much every one of us has done it.
Oh, seriously?
Because they're so used to it.
No, Danny, I'm not stupid.
Well, I'm stupid, but I've never done that.
You're all stupid. Some of you just don't realise it yet.
It's one thing I haven't done, and I've done a lot of
I'm
shit.
stupid in different ways.
When we're rolling out, because I'm on the press screen.
Bit of a honeymoon for me tonight, really.
I have an arrow power up. Should I get rid of it and hope I get a better one?
No.
No?
There's nothing wrong with the aero power up.
That is the better one.
I would always be happy with the aero. Is anybody watching this, Daniel, or ATP, by the way?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Are they going yet?
They haven't gone anywhere because he just showed back up. Again, I don't know what they do, but they pedal in too high of an RPM and produce too much torque over too long a period of time on courses like this. Even when they're slow rolling.
So I'm taking it now, Snow do their own thing and don't bother with ATP.
Pretty much, if we've got the numbers, yeah, basically. If we don't have the numbers, we'll still shamelessly sit on them.
Yeah.
This is me testing Lionel for you, Jess.
Oh.
See, Nurse Dan just hangs way back. And then hope he's going to catch them. The whole draft, so he has the whole group to draft through. I mean, it's risky.
So are we waiting for ATP or?
We could. Do you want to just? Are they moving? Are they?
Yeah,
going
they're
towards the
moving.
sprint? I mean, yeah. Let's have a quick look, but we can start rolling out if you want, very, very gently, as long as. In fact, let's just wait. If we're going to watch it, let's just watch it. Because otherwise, I forget on this descent, it's easy to split. Isn't it? Come on, Dan, talk to us. This isn't the best commentary I've ever heard. This is. I almost prefer Colton
It's
Kirby.
just waiting. He's about 20 meters off their back now. Rolling up
How far are they from the sprint?
about 100 meters.
They built up to 5 at the blue buildings.
The blue buildings?
And so I'm watching my own map and trying to narrate to myself.
He hasn't wrapped
So
up
they're
yet. He's a
4 watts per kilo. Their lead out man, they've got single lead out man, Steve Butler. He's at 4 watts per kilo, way in advance of the blue.
Here goes Nurse
We've
Dan
gone past
now.
the blue. We've gone past the blue awnings.
I mean, to be fair, I was doing well over 4.
They were all over the place at the front.
He hit 1100. He's doing 14. He's got an arrow right now, though. He's driving through. He got him that time. 10.19.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. What was? Did anybody beat that? Did that guy with 10.04?
No,
whatever his
Klein
name
and
was,
Galang did not beat that.
Okay, great. So potentially the worst Josh did there is third. That's second and a third. That's still
He said
absolutely what we need.
10.28, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's still okay. That's still fine. Right. Okay, roll out then, people. I'm at 11.5. I'm just rolling out. And the lady's going to get 20 seconds or so ahead again, and we'll do what we did last time.
Yeah, there were 30 that time when we started to lead out.
Yeah, it's not a 30.
We'll just do what we said, which is kind of more like we did on the first one, which is just a quicker ramp up at the end, just with our numbers. That's probably the way to do it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All the ATP and everyone's overtook me.
I've lost my green jersey.
I've just been overtaken by Jack Nicholson. Right, just 2 more, Josh. Just make sure we don't make any mistakes. I think we're only. Yeah, I mean, Patrick got a 9.8 on the snowshoe yesterday. I think, what did we say? That Josh needs an average of 4th on every sprint. So a second, a second and a third now means he only needs a 5th and a 6th on the final 2 sprints to seal the victory.
Yeah.
According to my budget maths.
That's not good enough.
I wouldn't
Not
trust
my
that
budget,
either.
my budget math.
No, I'll pick on 6.
We'll beat that. We'll beat 5th and 6th. But that's what I mean. Is that's the minimum here. So we just have to almost like keep you upright, keep you pedaling, and like we'll push you to the finish line. We have to, and we should be all right. Okay, where is everybody? I'm at 12.3 with Josh. Don't see many people around me.
It's because we're like 12.6 now.
Okay, well, I'm with your protected rider, the only person that's got anything left to play for.
Well, you said you're at 11.5 when I was at 11.3. When did I come past you?
Okay, well, I was about that distance. Do you ever do that when you're on a tough workout? You play the Rocky Ref soundtrack. Inspiration.
I used to find out I'd killed myself in the gym, so I had to stop playing it. Because if you could just zone out and train too hard, it would be too long to recover. It would actually
It's
disrupt.
too effective.
It would disrupt it. Like in a week's training program where you want to do X, Y, and Z on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I always found the second day I couldn't do what I intended to do because I'd done too hard on the first day. So you have to be careful how motivated you motivate yourself.
Have you seen Richard's training video as well on YouTube with it?
I have, yeah.
That's another one, it is an inspiration. I used to find I'd stick it on if I got like a 5-minute max power test. So go for that one. The perfect one's training montage is obviously pretty good. The final bell's pretty good. Going the distance, there's a few good ones.
For an hour, it isn't to be recommended.
And my marathon playlist, Rocky.
Rocky 4 is probably the best overall soundtrack, I reckon. Got like No Easy Way Out. No Easy Way Out, Either Tiger, Training Montage, Sweetest Victory. Like, there's so many classics on there.
Where is that music playing?
After this, Josh is going to be like, Alexa, play Sweetest Victory on repeat.
It will be a sweet victory if it happens.
We're nearly there. Nearly there. Just got a little bit more focus, a little bit more concentration. This is going to be the day that Josh and his 4 lead out men of the Apocalypse, the ATP and their whole train for the title.
These legends are made up right there.
I'd love to get all the big names in this series together in a velodrome. To have a few hours booked out to cause carnage.
Crash.
And what's the most they left? Because none of them are used to those fixie wheel bloody bikes you insist on riding in the velodrome.
I would be alright.
I can handle the fixie part. Depends on the bank.
My Barclays is the best for the personal loans you'd require to repair all the bikes that would go getting broke. Oh, you probably don't have that. In the US, it'd probably be Citizen. I don't know what banks you have where you are, Dan.
No, you
Dan just lives in a shack in the woods.
That's me.
Yeah, Josh is closer to that than I am.
Way closer.
Although I do live in the middle of nowhere in Illinois.
Yeah, but that's it. In the UK, that's the dream though, because there's no land here where you could live in a shack anywhere for long without being disturbed by some chavs trying to spray paint it or whatever.
Chavs, I haven't heard that word in a while.
Come to Birmingham.
Oh, what's Nurse Daniel doing in our little cluster?
They haven't recovered yet.
That's fine. I'm adjusting my trainer for a second. Are you feel recovered, Josh? If you need a bit longer.
Feel good. My heart rate's down. I'm ready.
Okay. I'm sure they'll want a bit of a rest, and if not, we'll call them. Right, I'm trying to catch back on now.
Yes, how are you?
It becomes a proper race.
Yeah, she's with us.
Daniel always jumps on the back of me, mate, waiting for me to go. He's going to have a bit of a shock because I'm not bothering.
Yeah, act like you're about to go, and then don't.
Well, I'm just trying to, like I say, get the feel we use how you guys play, to be honest. Up to now, I find it quite unorganised.
Well, nothing new here, I don't think. Nothing different on that.
You can always ban people off Discord, can't you, Jay?
Yeah, I can certainly meet people. As
I haven't been on for about 2-3 weeks, I don't think. I was looking to get in. I tried to get in.
The guy in the red shorts stays with us, Josh. He's not a bad wheel to follow. Process.
They're all gonna stop at the start-finish line anyway. I'll bet you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they'd be smart
Probably,
not.
yeah. Guaranteed.
They'd be smarter not to.
Is Dick Simon sat with him as well?
Yeah, he was with us and not with us.
I mean, it's totally up to Josh because, it probably is slightly faster to go to sit with ATP because there's a lot of people there that's not even just ATP. But considering I think we're doing all right anyway, I don't think we desperately need to.
I'd rather not let Dark Daniel sit on my wheel.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I feel a bit sorry for Jazz Marley. He followed us on lap 2 and just couldn't even hold the lead out.
Oh no. So is he now fucked?
Yeah, I think so. Unless he's going to do very well in the next 2, I think he's pretty much shafted. We never know. Simons might fall off or have a heart attack or something, I don't know.
Did you see his profile? He's like, oh yeah, don't worry about my suspiciously low heart rate. My heart rate monitor's a bit weird. Okay, cool. It doesn't matter the fact that you're a suspiciously good rider in his 50s in A, doing crazy numbers. I'm sure it's all just, nothing to worry about.
Josh, pray it to the power of gods.
Right? I don't have anything right now.
Okay, how's the just pissed?
So who needs to do well tonight? Is it Josh?
Yep, just Josh.
Yeah. So I'm on Josh now. He's the only one. Basically, everything else is sealed up on the.
Is Josh Erickson? Is that his surname? Erickson.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The ladies are a fair bit ahead of us, guys, but I think we'll probably catch them. But
Okay.
Don't worry too much. You had a drop. Did you say a power up or a power drop?
I just had a power drop. I just fell off you guys just a second.
Okay. Is that the first one?
Yes.
Do you want to reset your trainer?
Because we just need to basically get you in the top 6, and I'm sure we can do that even with a power drop.
I just need to get back to you guys. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah,
It's all good.
no big worries.
If it happens, don't panic. Just do what you can, and we can always get people to quit. Also, if that makes sense, if they need to. Right. Okay. Let's get ahead of Josh then. Let's start this.
Yes.
Video.
I think it's a better idea to have the two of somebody now because the guys are way too in the back. We'll just
Steve Simon's in no man's land.
Yeah, Dick. Don't worry about Dick Simons. We don't give a shit, Rich. Let's just concentrate on Josh here.
Yeah.
So do we have like the tourists in a line kind of? Every drop it off.
I need to go overboard on this first ramp.
Yeah. I'm only doing 2.2 here. I'll go up to about 2.5.
Jess, now you go. Go, Jess. Come on, Jess. Got it. Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jess. You got it. A little more, Jess.
Right, so as soon as I see the blue warning, I'm going to shout it out, yeah?
Come on, Jess. Go, Jess. Right.
Good. Oh, timing is hard.
Is everybody in?
Everybody's in.
Yep, there's the awning. There's the awning.
There's the awning, yeah.
Come on, Josh!
Josh.
Come on, Josh, make it across!
Okay, Josh.
That's it!
Oh, beautiful. 10-11. That felt fast.
10-11. Oh, but I'm stopping, Eddie.
Yeah, we're stopping. Okay.
Yeah, it's the tens.
Stopping?
Yes.
Yeah, we can stop, yeah. Great job, guys.
How will you do that then, Josh?
10-11.
Jess, are you stopping? Oh, are we stopping? Yeah.
Oh.
ATP rolling out.
So, how do you want to play the next one, Jess? You want to go on your own? You want to try with ATP? You want to try something different?
For me, I think it depends. I mean, I already got third. I mean, I get third position each time, and the one that beats me is 5 seconds faster than me. So that's like no way I'm getting near that.
How are you looking in ET? Is
do all with snow together, and I'll see if I can hang on. And I'll just try and push myself just to try to get a good sprint.
How are we looking in ET? Has Joy got first place so far in all of them? Or?
Yeah.
And how have you done?
She got the green jersey.
And what have you done? How have you done?
Okay, so
No,
they're on
I
the
just,
plateau. I can see where the sprint
Been
is.
ramping up for Jess.
Oh, no,
I'm
that's
in
a,
with Jess all the time. So I'm way in the back of E. I'm way in the back of E.
Yeah, but we did confirm, didn't we? Did somebody actually do the maths and make sure that you can't
Or
go
do I
and
have to
take
do
it?
like one last one?
I don't think one would make any difference with it. It all depends on what, because you would either need to beat your last score or stop her overtaking hers. So one makes
Yeah,
no difference on anything.
no different.
It comes
right.
down to what her her worst score is.
They're almost to the blue awning.
So I hope we haven't just let her walk away.
No, we calculated there's no way she can beat Tina. There's no way.
Yeah, I calculated last week.
Okay.
I didn't calculate.
I'm starving.
Okay. Sorry. Now they're getting close
I'm
to the
just
blue
going-
awning.
Just going through the results. I saw Laurie Dryden. Do you remember him? We thought he was going to be a force in A, didn't we? And then he just disappeared.
Oh, no,
We was at dinner last night.
here goes Nurse Dan. He's got good power. Oh, he's fading a little bit. No. Dang it. His feather power up. He got good draft.
What does it look like he did?
He got first.
He
981.
said 9 point something, yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They just smashed it.
More than 9 point something.
Yeah, I mean there is a lot more of them, a lot more than the 5 of them of us giving Josh a lead out.
Well, for the last one, should we just follow them and
That's up to Josh.
let's see what she's got on this? Where's the leaderboard?
I had 10 or 11.
Times.
Josh took second the first time. Daniel took third. Josh took third the second sprint. Daniel took second.
Hot now.
And it hasn't updated. It hasn't updated with the third sprint yet. In B.
Yeah, it hasn't updated with theirs, with the third sprint. My time won't stand up there.
Daniel won the first sprint at 9.8.
Oh, Nurse Dan?
Josh second in 10.1. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean 9.8.
I've
If he's losing by a place, though, doesn't matter.
I think me and Richard beat that before, just about.
Well, he won. He was the fastest sprint in the 30. He beat every category.
Where are we
I
at?
think me and Richard did a 9.7 something before.
Are we rolling?
Rich maybe even did a 9.6. Depends. Are we happy to roll out, Josh? What do you want to do? Do we roll it? Are we going with ATP? Are we doing our own thing? What do you want to do? I don't really care.
You tell me what you want to do, Josh.
I don't really
Let's just sit behind Nurse Daniel and take them in.
We sprint so much different. He's more of a 1 minute power guy.
Alright, okay.
You know what I mean? He can start way back further than I can. And if I try and go with him, I end up dying before I get there.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, if I go before the blue awning, I'm in trouble.
You just want to do what we've been doing, and except that the 5 guy lead out you've got is not going to be potentially as fast as Nurse Daniel, but it's going to be probably in the top 4.
I have faith in Snow, Jake.
How about
Well,
this?
we'll do what we can. That's for sure.
We all just give everything we got on this last one. Because I don't think that...
We're always outnumbered, never outgunned, eh?
You've left me behind. You pulled away. I was in the wrong screen.
I think
I'm miles away.
we should just do a big old sprint bubble.
Although having said that, I've got a connection failure that it's not going to be coming back.
Oh, I'm not have any of that. That was one to go.
It's power taps are saying no signal. That's weird. Maybe the battery's gone. Good job the new ones arrived today. And now it's connected again. Weird. Right, well, I'm good. Okay, let's roll out then, people. Me and Josh are at 18.1. Just going to go around the bend now.
All right, I thought you were all set up. You haven't. I'm just
Yeah, I think we're a bit further back than you guys, so we'll probably just, if you guys ease up a little bit, we'll catch you shortly.
Josh.
What?
Have you got a power up?
I got a feather.
Oh, that's okay.
There's a minute and see what else.
I find it shit after that, mate, myself. You won't get nowhere near 10 seconds with a feather.
That's what Nurse Dan got the 981 with.
I did a feather on one last. I binned it and then I got nothing.
I wouldn't even use a feather on that, mate. Shit.
Well, it helps the acceleration at the start, I guess.
It does. And then it helps you go on that 3%. Because whatever speed you get, it's going to fade. Unless you can power it all the way through the line. So.
I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying that new interface. I think it's alright.
I don't like the fact that you can't ride with friends.
Well, you can't you, in the club thing, can you?
Is that how you do it?
I think that's probably it. I'm saying, like I say, I haven't been on for it. I've been doing about 50 miles a week, just chugging around, to be honest. I haven't bothered for a good 2 or 3 weeks.
Who said that? Who's going to watch snow videos? Richard, probably.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm liking this higher resolution, like seeing all that nice video action on the billboards. Dear God.
Go on, Josh, leave me out here. I'm getting tired.
You're always tired because you don't get enough sleep.
Probably. I was out last night at this band film festival thing. Pretty cool. That's a mentalist. We'd made a video of him trying to beat the West Highland Way cycling record. It's like proper horrible mountain biking. About 10 hours.
I don't know how these guys can pedal it. Sorry, go ahead.
It's so close. If you get a mechanical, you're done. You might as well just go home. You've lost it.
I don't know how they can pedal it 50, 60 RPMs around this.
Just horrible. Like, even kind of 8 hours in, just on super technical terrain. In Scotland, so it's either wet or you're being bitten to death by midges.
Midges don't bother me, and apparently I've got bad blood if that's the case. Saying that, the Scottish don't get bit that much either, so they must have bad blood.
I don't know if the Highlands, the summer, the Scottish blacker than.
Yeah. We were on Sky, my dad was getting eaten alive. Dear God. Just like a swarm, it was like, oh dear. It was like a cloud coming over the campsite, it was ridiculous. Never bothered me.
I'm supposed to go up to Ireland in a couple of months. Auto watching, no less.
I'll pay your license fee.
So when did the numbers tail off like with the team? Because obviously there's only a few in here.
Last 2 weeks.
Alright, fair enough.
As it was basically decided.
Yeah, when everyone thinks that's it, they can't be asked.
Sunshine. I think it's the other option. And people go outdoors instead.
The approach to this sprint, should we do it like a team trial where we have like designated like an order? So like,
The problem is that
No, we need to be
nobody gets
bunched up as long as possible.
Do they? You don't do enough of a lead that anyone's at burnout, do you? I don't think.
Yeah, true. It's not
What
like
do
we're
we
too
anyway? It's not like we're holding five for periods of time. Unless you want to do that now.
No.
We just see how quickly you can get to the sprint.
Starting from here.
I tell you what though, Rich. If you want to laugh, when we get through the next sprint, I'll race you to the finish.
Oh, thanks.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
I'd love to go up here because ATP will be watching, thinking, "What the hell are they doing?" The sprint would take about 30 seconds if we set up here.
It'd take way too long.
Did I actually tell you this?
Silence.
You know.
Say again.
No, we're just trying to work out if I've actually done any of the series. I don't know whether I started off on it or what. I can't remember, to be honest.
This is it, guys. Last one.
Okay, ladies, we just
Till September.
nail the bigger gap, and then just get ready. Okay. They had like 30 seconds, didn't they?
Okay.
The second one.
Yeah. That was good.
Really, you should be on the front here, saving our legs.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I am. But no one's behind me.
you're about 20 seconds back, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I am, yeah. I'm only tilting around, to be honest. I've got shitloads of power as well. I haven't done anything. I didn't want to mess with Josh, to be honest.
Sorry about Josh, he'll be past you in the blink of an eye. No, that sounded a lot meaner than I meant it to
Oh, you need the push though.
That's easy enough just a little bit for you.
You'll be looking out the window and start talking bullshit. I'm not going to catch us up now anyway, wherever I do.
There you are.
course, we're 10 seconds back.
Yeah, come on. If you get on 10 watts per kilo for the next 3, maybe 4 minutes, you'll
Just
catch it
bring it
fairly
up to
easily.
4.5 for 3 seconds, and then go down to 2.5, and you'll make it.
We're about 2 minutes off the sprint.
I thought, yeah.
Maybe it's a minute.
Come on,
Just
Neil,
keep
I'll
it
drop
there
the
at
switch back to the
2.5. You'll be right back on our wheels.
Red
I
beacon's,
thought, yes.
red beacon's dropping back for you, Neil. We'll get you back to the yellow.
There, you're almost
You know, were
in.
they about 23 seconds? Is that right? We need like 30.
Oh, Chance Marley's back in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did he win? Did he win on the last one?
No.
Or is it-
Simon's has been kicking ass.
Didn't used to use a big displays on. Dear God.
Do you have your place now, Jeff? You've won it.
Sorry?
Your final finishing place, is it guaranteed now?
Yeah, it is. Unless something happens. If I finish it now, then I should, yeah.
Dare I call him Dick Dastardly? No, I get banned off Swift again.
Dastardly Dick.
My PR for a lap of this place is 14.5 minutes. You're going to get runners that go quicker.
Season 4, yeah.
Right, nice and steady here. Same sort of approach as last time. We'll do this just fine. 2.5.
Right.
And then, yeah, shout that blue warning as soon as you see it on the front again. That's perfect last time.
Too high, Neil, right now.
Hi, Jazz. Don't turn off the
Cramping.
We got this, Jazz.
Try and
Time
get
to
it.
go, Jazz. Come on, Jackson.
Come on, Jess!
I got a blue awning on the right, about 50 meters.
Blue on it.
Blue awning.
Come on, Jess. Stick with it. Almost there, Jess.
Come on, Josh, this is it! Final one, you can do this! Good. Come on, Josh,
Go, Josh.
you got this one!
Anything good for you?
Nailed it, beautiful.
997.
Good.
Oh, sub 10 for the end. Save the best to last.
Great job, guys. Proud of the team. No matter what.
Just set a PR.
Great work, guys. Good effort.
Thank you all.
That was great, guys.
Remember to finish.
There you go. We did what we set out to achieve today. That's B category 1, A category 1, C category 3rd, D category 3rd, E category 1 and 3rd. Nailed. Great season.
How did Marley do?
Really good.
Right, there you go. You've got 5k to recover now. Spin the legs, get some breath back.
We could. Oh dear.
You should have put a comma after you.
So when does the next season? Is it October? Richard was on about.
Yeah, probably be the end of September, start of October
Oh.
next season, I think. So what we'll do is we keep the time slot on Saturdays at 4:15, and we'll just we'll run a series of one-off events where I'm guessing most people will not be seen now until September, but we will technically be running events.
Oh, okay.
But it will just basically be whatever I want to do every week. Whatever I think I can win and record for my YouTube stream, probably.
So 1 minute KOMs every week.
Yeah, just every week it's just the first 2 KOM of Watopia Hilly to the top of that con. That's it.
Have a go at that.
All right, they're approaching.
I think I'm going to be sick for 4 months.
I don't think he's going to go sub 10 on the last one, though.
He's relying on Lloyd right now. And Dick Simmons.
I mean,
He's already
Josh
busted his
Erickson
draft.
is 10.
He's at
On
6
the
watts
last
per kilo.
one.
He's at 11. This is a good sprint, unfortunately. He got great speed because of the draft. And he's able to keep more power over the line. He's going to 9.7. Nope. Don't know what he got.
Do you know what he got, Dan? He got beaten into second place by Josh, like a government mule.
I don't have a time.
Who cares? Frankly,
I hope Josh beat him on that sprint. That'd be
it
great.
doesn't matter. Josh didn't need to. Josh beat him over the last 15 weeks.
I'd pray that's accurate.
10.18.
Not fast enough. Nurse Daniel's been the fastest man, I think, the last 5 weeks or so. I think he's been the rider on form, but you know, I think it probably came a little bit too late in the day. And I still think that him and Steve D'Alessandro probably did take a few points off each other.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Whereas
The
Josh
fact that they both did half the season, the fact they both wasted the first 3 or 4 races each in C as well, I think.
First Daniel's raced B all year.
I think this season, it must have been season 3 then, where they were in B.
Yep.
Yes, Steve D'Alessandro was in
C for a while.
C for a bit. Yeah. Well, good effort today, everybody. That was really good. Really
I
good.
just remember that. I wonder if I've got to a D when you've been on for that long. That's a
It's not like riding in D. Things get DQ'd as soon as you do your first good race.
You will. So long as I finish the race in front of Steve Butler, which I should do because he's got many metres to go, I will take the gold jersey, the gold medal, and we'll be equal on points. But I'll win it on the road, so I'll get the little gold medal instead of the silver medal. But you're going to go, Chris? Yeah. Very good. I wasn't particularly trying to get the gold.
So,
I was trying to lead the outs stuff, but I just sprinted when I'd done the other bits. But only on that first sprint, I thought, if I win it, I can win it. You know what I mean?
It's a shame that it was just 5 points too far. Yeah.
Well, it'll be more than that now because I won't have 400 points. Because Butler took 2 of it. I'll only have 370 points. So I'll be about 35 points shy of Doyle. 36 points shy of Doyle. Which is just shit laugh. No. Yeah, I missed a couple. But the reality, I've got 10 races in. Yeah. I'm just now, I scored quite poorly in a couple at the start.
First Daniel was second on the last one.
yep. So they tied. So they tied today.
Nurse Daniel had a really tough job today to beat Josh if it turned up. He basically had to get 400 and Josh had to score really badly.
So they
It's
tied.
almost impossible.
They tied on points today.
Doesn't matter, yeah. That'll do nicely.
Did you say we tied today, Dan?
Yep, on points. You just swapped first and second sprint. You guys,
Nice way to end the club season.
That was a super close season.
So Joe got big big rich.
I only won here because Darren didn't turn up.
Alright. I think we'll be well ahead.
That was
I think if you look at all of the races where we both rode, he was ahead of me by like 20 points or something.
Alright.
But, you know, joke's on Darren because he's got friends, family, a life, a job, whereas Richard has none of the above and can turn up every week.
So you're telling me this is why the family hates me right now?
Yeah, but Josh, if they hate you, you can bring them the gold medal. You can take them the gold medal. You know, go, this is what it was for.
Yeah, if you're not willing to leave your partner sometimes the motorway, you don't deserve gold.
I agree, Richard.
Hey, Marley beat Simmons in the last sprint too. I don't know. Was that enough?
Yeah, I'm very excited. He might have just done it, maybe.
Well, we'll find out soon. I'll wait till everyone's gone through the finish banner. Remember, for the love of God, Josh, please go to the blue. The blue event finish banner.
I'm gonna ride for another hour just to make sure.
Yeah, good. Until I've done the results. Till the medals arrive in the mail.
I
Well,
don't
the
know.
blue banner looks as though it's about 100 yards, 150 yards after the finish line, if you know what I mean. Looking on the map.
I'll never forget the time Chris Woods did it. I learned my lesson right that day.
Are you ready, Rich? Here he comes! Ah, shit.
Well, you say that, Jess, but you know you've done alongside Dorothy. That's the second woman to ever do a mixed podium in the sprint series.
That's awesome.
We're on season 4.
More races.
Yeah, I think you could have got second, really.
That guy is like really strong. He only does sprint series, so I think if he does like regular races, he should be a C. But oh well.
Well, what I'm thinking of doing at some point is maybe putting category enforcement on for this. I'll see what people want to do, but it's an option.
Right.
We'll have a lot more lead outs in B then.
The thing is everybody's in B. We've got pretty much we've only got a few riders that aren't in B. Is the problem across each category. We've maybe got 1 or 2 in each category that isn't B. So it's a bit tricky, but yeah, we'll have a think on it. I don't know if category enforcement's the answer.
You're welcome to take my silver in C as well as Snow. The Snow got 2nd and 3rd in C, not just 3rd. So you've allowed me to join the group.
It's a good point. Well,
in C, just Chris would have run next season.
Yeah.
Across the blue banner. Yay.
There we go. It's official. There it is. As soon as you cross the line, unfortunately, Jess, now you've crossed the finish line, I can inform you that you've been randomly selected for a drug test to make sure that you're open.
Guess I should have had my snort earlier.
Yeah, if you could send me a weigh-in video, dual power recording analysis, clean drug test.
Oh,
that
sure.
sort of stuff. That'd be great. One-time payment of €999, just to cover the fees. And that. Great.
I can remember signing for that.
I've got to say, you're lying, Jake. The drug testing analyses what's in your blood. If you don't have the appropriate analysis for the mid-black country, Jake will post you the requisite drugs to make sure you can meet an appropriate standard next time.
Oh wait, the banner's
I mean,
way
that's
after the
not fair,
finish.
Frankly, anybody that knows me knows that if it was a drug testing program in snow, I'd have been kicked out by the club a long time ago. It's not going to work. We'll let it slide.
I was going to say, what are you testing for, dude?
Yeah, nothing you need to worry about. Don't worry.
Jazz Marley has got third.
Do you reckon he's done it?
By the skin of his teeth, he's done it.
Oh, if that's down to our leader at the end, I'm just going to keep the medal for myself and write snow on it.
Well, I was chatting with him throughout the race, telling him to follow me and Josh, but
He said on me that last sprint pretty well.
Whew.
nice and close.
How many points do you reckon?
Let's have a look. He's beaten by 16 points.
The guy that won D today, he's in 6th place overall for all sprints today. He's really fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think sprint series, a lot of the time people go, oh, how can you be that good a sprinter in C or D? But I think sprinting is one of the few things in sprint series where it doesn't, like, your category doesn't really factor into it that much. The only way the category factors into it is in things like your recovery time between efforts and also the longer KOMs, where that definitely is more of a fitness thing because it's sort of slight anaerobic. But generally speaking, you could have a really good D. Steve DeSandro was a D for ages, wasn't he?
Yeah, I remember him racing in D and saying exactly the same. And now he's in B, so.
6 diamonds from that points to Jazz on this race. So you sure he wouldn't be beat him? He must be going.
Yeah, definitely.
Gas has to beat. Gas has probably got a couple of really bad scores in there.
Yeah,
He's beaten.
Because he didn't beat Dick in the race.
yeah, there's 3 points.
Jazz got through 10.
Yeah. He did beat him on the race, but he must have got him on count back. That was only 4 laps of Silly's there. He's sprinting again. He's not finished. 6 hands, he's going again.
See you later, everyone.
See you later. Next time. Good to see you.
Bye, chat to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, has Lucy joined the coalition now? You just said Lucy Jarvis, coalition. Maybe online.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it? This is why I don't like sharing people and giving them to her, etc.
What? Jake?
Yeah.
He said that they're kind of stressed about racing, but he thought she could probably still race for snow.
So hang on, sorry, 1 second.